Okay, mamas, let's talk about toddler sleep. Because listen, the day that my daughter really started sleeping through the night, it was life changing. But I can honestly say, even as an infant, she was still kind of sleeping through the night, which I am so grateful for. So I'm sharing what actually worked for us. No drama, just tips from a tired but thriving mom. Let's get into it. Okay, so you guys are probably gonna hear this so much. Creating a consistent bedtime routine is crucial, trust me. I feel that, like, from what I've talked to other moms about, like, I feel like toddlers truly thrive off of routines. We do like the same flow every night. Bath time, pajamas. Well, we do dinner, then bath time, pajamas, a book or 10. Because some of these story time books, like, for example, this book, like, I'll go through this book within like 3 seconds. Like, there has to be a book right behind it. Like, you can't just read one book and think you're gonna go. No, you're not. So definitely books and a cuddle and lullaby. Like, my daughter's hatch is scheduled to turn on at 7:45, so it's wind down music. So as soon as she come upstairs, we're like winding down. She knows that she can get her zoomies out of the way because she loves being upstairs, and while she's like running around having a good time upstairs, I'm getting her stuff ready. I'm turning the bath on and putting her bubbles in there. I'm throwing the towel in the warmer. Yes, my daughter has a towel warmer. I think that's also crucial. If you have the means to do it, definitely invest in a towel warmer. And then, of course, lights out. And that, I feel like that routine truly does help because she's able to wind down, get a nice warm bath and get the warm towel. And then we're throwing on her pajamas and as well as a swaddle. She does still get a swaddle. However, she does have a blanket in her crib. She likes to throw over her head when she sleeps. She is a mama's girl. She is her mama's twin because I like to sleep with the pillow over my head, so she likes sleeping with the blanket over her head, and it scares us to death. But that's her thing. She's good. So yeah, that's our routine every single day. I don't change the routine for not a single person, okay? Like, when people invite us out, I'm like, it's either you invite us in the morning or you invite us between this time frame, because once that 7 o'clock, once 6:50, 7 o'clock start rolling in, I'm like, okay, she needs to be home. She needs to be home. I always try to get her home by like 6 something, so that way we can start to like wind her down a little bit, have playtime with her, do dance freezes, all this good stuff. I don't change her routine at all. Every now and then she'll go past 8:30. She'll may hit 9:30, but that's really rare unless we're really busy that day at home. She sleeps in. So it helps us out as well, but we do our best to make sure that her routine is consistent. So a consistent bedtime routine is crucial, I feel. Tip number 2 is, of course, the same routine, but also sticking to that same schedule. As I was saying, I know a lot of people always ask, like, do you keep the same bedtime routine for her on the weekends? Yes. It's very rare where we push it to like 9 o'clock or whatever, but we don't change that schedule at all. Her schedule is her schedule. If my sisters, my dad, my mom, like when she's at my parents' house, sometimes I can't stand, like, I feel like my daughter thrives at home. She's always gonna thrive with her parent. When she's with other people, the schedule doesn't stay the same. Like, I can't stand it. So like, I don't really go out as much because I want to make sure that my daughter is getting her full amount of sleep. Yes, she's having a good time. Yes, people haven't probably seen her in a while. I need the schedule on point. If you can't follow the schedule, then you ain't gonna see her, because y'all play too much. So no, because people are like, oh, you're so strict. Yes, it's my child. I'm gonna be strict. So yeah, keeping that consistent routine and schedule, that's what I want to do as a mom, and I dare anyone to question it. And I'm really big on like being able to sleep in a clean space, clean, organized, smell good space. I'm really big on that. Sometimes when my room, me and my husband's room, is like messy, if I have laundry here, laundry there, I can't really fall asleep because I'm like, ugh. I don't know what it is, like bad energy in there when there's like the room is a mess. So I don't keep my daughter's room a mess like this. Like, sometimes she'll have her books everywhere because she's rumbling through trying to find a book bring to us to read, or she's rumbling through her toy box or whatever. Or sometimes on certain days she'll go through her dirty clothes basket and just start throwing all the clothes everywhere. But when it comes down to like getting her down for a nap, I'm picking these things up. I want to make sure her room is clean, it smells good, and I think once the room smells good, clean, dark, and cool, she falls asleep so much faster. Sometimes I'll hear her, like when we put her down for a nap or sleeping, she'll be in her crib just chatting and singing. but eventually she ends up falling asleep. My mom says she skips nap time, which is frustrating for her because like my mom has a good majority of infants now. So like if my daughter is acting up in the crib, she can wake up the other kids. And I don't know what it is. I tell my mom, like, when she's at home, she sleeps, but that's because the room is dark, there's no light coming in, it's cool, there's no distraction. So I was telling my mom, you may need to get some blacked out curtains. And I know trying to do this for one kid, eventually the other kids may end up being the same way. So kind of makes it easier for us too. So when we do pick her up for nap time and we have fun with her before we put her down, she's so exhausted, she just goes straight to sleep. She doesn't, like, whenever I do put her in the crib, I know some people just put their kids in the crib and that's it. My daughter, again, like I was saying, she has her blanket in there. She also has stuffed animals in there. So if she wants to, she could play with those too. But I don't actually put toys in there. I don't want her sleeping on it because like can injure herself. I just feel like putting toys in there could easily distract her from going to sleep. So just stuffed animals, her blanket, and then that's it. And then like if I do sleep in by accident and she's been up for like an hour, hour and a half, she's not fussy. These are the things that kind of helped as well. Growing up, my mom always said to not eat anything sweet before bedtime, and eating something sweet is kind of like equivalent to like, you might as well just drink a cup of coffee at this point because it just spikes your blood sugar and it just have you on go, go, go. It's like an energy boost. So I learned from a very young age to never give kids anything sweet at night. Like after daycare, my mom would give them like some sort of snack before leaving, which is fine. But like within that 2-hour span of us getting home, I don't give her anything sweet at all. She eats dinner. She may get a juice, which is usually Honest Kids, and that has a really low amount of sugar in there. And if she does drink juice, I always follow it up with water right before she goes to bed. Like right after she brushes her teeth, I give her water to kind of dilute it out of her system. Now, I don't really play when it comes to like giving her any type of sweets at night. If I give her any type of snacks, it's usually like an applesauce. Honestly, milk is gonna be your best friend, honestly. Like just giving them a warm cup of milk helps tremendously. Their belly's full, they're warm and cuddly, they're in their swaddle, they got a cup of milk, like they're good, they're going straight to sleep. When we were getting to that point of like sleep training our daughter when she was an infant, we kind of did two things. We did the gentle way, and we also did some sort of cry it out way, but like not cry it out to where you're letting her cry like 30 minutes. So when she was in her crib as an infant, what we would do is that like we would extend the time. So like we'll let her cry like 5 minutes, we'll come in there, you know, calm her down or whatever, hold her and then put her down, whatever, like that. And then sometimes that helps and it'll leave the room, and then like maybe a couple minutes later she'll start crying again. So like we started extending the time. It took a while. It took like maybe a week or two for her to get accustomed to her room. And I want to say also daycare really helped tremendously. She was in her crib sleeping in daycare, so she got used to sleeping in a crib. At home, when we're putting her down for nap time or bedtime, she goes to sleep. But it was a matter of like her waking up and crying because of separation anxiety. It could have been sleep regression, teething, who knows. But we extended the time of when we were going to the room. Like we didn't rush into the room as soon as she cried. Like we just kind of waited it out. And then like sometimes it got to the point where like she'll cry like 2 minutes and then she'll stop and then she'll sleep the whole night. So that's what helped us a lot. Another thing too is keeping kids active throughout the day. Again, as I said, my daughter goes to daycare, so she's already exhausted by the time she comes home. I mean, shoot, like by the time we come home, she's farting, she's relaxed, she's in her comfort, her own space, so she's relaxed, she's pooping or whatever. I'm like, damn, why do you do this in daycare? She's tired. She had a blast. She was outside. They did circle time. They did this, they did that. So she's so exhausted. So like that helps tremendously. But on the weekends we do the same thing. So like I'm off on the weekends. So like either in the morning before her nap time we'll do an activity, or I'll take her out. One of the best things you can do is take them to the pool. They have a longer nap. Ooh. Child, if you ain't know, take them to the pool in the morning. They nap time be like 2.5 3 hours, and then in the evening time we just have fun. Like we'll go upstairs. Normally evening time I have to do like my house chore work that, but we make it fun. She has this playhouse thing that she's always running into, so I'll chase her throughout. She has a little balance bike that she'll be on, or like sometimes she'll throw things down the stairs and my husband or me are downstairs picking it up, throwing it back. Like she has fun. So the main thing is just keeping everything as an activity. Like even if you're doing chore work, the only thing I don't do around her is clean the bathroom. I wait until like the days where like I'm working from home, the weekends, or like she's already asleep. If I'm folding clothes or whatever, cleaning the kitchen or whatever, I just kind of make it fun, just for her to get that energy burn out So by the time she's getting ready for bedtime, she's exhausted, she goes straight to sleep. Another thing too, this could be a little controversial, is like the no screen. A lot of parents don't allow screen time in their household, which is fine. We do. My kid, she does watch Miss Monica, she does watch Miss Rachel, Luca and Friends. She does watch those, but I do try to limit it before she goes to bed. Again, like we come upstairs, by the time we come upstairs, she's not watching screen time. Like she can detach from that immediately. So we're upstairs, she's running, we're having fun, chasing her and stuff. Like the TVs are not on upstairs. Cutting out screen time, like maybe 30 minutes to an hour or even longer than that before going to bed, I think truly does help. Even with us, like there's times where like I'll just get off my phone and I'll be trying to go to sleep and it's like, nah, I need like another 20-30 minutes before I'm able to. But if I come upstairs, take a shower, and I lay in bed and I start coloring, I fall asleep so much faster like that because I'm not watching TV. You know what I mean? So, and then you always have the weird things like, again, like I was saying, teething, sleep regression, separation anxieties. Those things come randomly, but the best thing about those is that they're temporary. So teething, I know my daughter's molars started growing and she had like a really bad fever around that time. Yeah, she'll just get this discomfort. And then of course separation anxiety, I always think that it's a bad dream because like she'll randomly wake up around like 1 and just start crying. You think like something happened. I just come in there and I'll hold her and she'll end up falling back asleep on my chest, and then I put her back in the crib and then she's fine. And then you got the sleep regression. Sleep regression is when she is just completely hyper and refuses to go to sleep. Those are like really temporary things, like you don't really have to too much worry about as like a longevity. Like it eventually goes away, from what I've seen, at least with my daughter. The biggest thing I've learned is energy matters. So if I'm tense or frustrated, she can sense that. I don't want to project that energy onto her. I want to be my best self. And it's kind of hard when you are a full-time working mom and you're exhausted from the day and you're picking her up and she either not listening, or if you give her dinner, she goes, like, there's so many things that could just trigger you. You gotta learn to stay calm. I keep sour candy throughout the house because sour candy does help reset the nervous system. It's either sour candy, like things that help me with my anxiety. Like I had like maybe 2 panic attacks my entire life, and one of the doctors told me like putting salt on your tongue or ketchup, just having those things with you in your purse when you feel like you're overstimulated or you're having anxiety, you feel like a panic attack is gonna come on, those things help, as well as sour candy. So I keep sour candy around the house as much as I can whenever I am feeling tense and frustrated to help calm me down. Or I'll play a quick little game of like Candy Crush or the Squid Game I've mentioned several times throughout my videos. I'll play one of those things to kind of help bring me back down so I'm not having that energy in the house, because they don't know, like they're just here to have fun and have a good time. Like you over here all tense and frustrated and they're just sweet and cuddly and cute, you know, like no, you can't do that. And again, every baby is different, and I hope something here helps you out. I know these are things that you could probably look up or go based off your friends who had similar issues or situations. You can learn from them, but these tips really did help me. I'm not saying even if we have a second kid and we try to implement the same thing, it may not work. I don't know. Hopefully, knock on wood, that it doesn't. I'm hoping that when we do have a second kid, she's just as easy as my daughter was. I don't want to say easy because I'm pretty sure there's some blacked out moments that I probably almost lost my shit on. But as of right now, like we're so content and happy. She's like, I'm thriving. I'm a well-rested mama right now because she goes to sleep on her regular schedule, and yeah, we're good. But always remember, you're doing amazing, even if bedtime feels like a rodeo wild ride sometimes, you know. And I know this sounds so cliche to say, but you do got this. Remember that. We got it. Like, we always find a way to do these things, and gosh, we're freaking amazing as humans. So let me know down in the comments what's worked for you or what you're currently trying. And just remember, we're only human that birthed kids. We're all just trying to figure it out. Until next time, mamas, I'll see you guys in my next video. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want other tips from me. Bye.